Hi guys, I'm Jacqueline Gage and this is my channel, Living in Sacramento. I'm a local realtor giving you the 411 and breaking it down for you right here. So if you're into that, please subscribe. I'll be doing more local videos about Sacramento. And let's get right into it. Today we are going to do the top 10 things you need to know before moving to Sacramento, and that is coming from a local perspective. So let's get right into it. All right, so today I'm going to discuss 10 things, yes, I think you should know if you're considering a move to Sacramento. I am currently a local realtor here in Sacramento, and I was born and raised here, but I left at 18 for college, and then I ended up in Los Angeles working in the entertainment field for about 13 years, and I never thought I'd move back to Sacramento. But at 30, I did. I came back here, and it's been the best decision, and I want to share with you some awesome things about Sacramento and maybe why you should consider a move as well. So let's get right into it. Number 1, Sacramento is on the upswing. Right now, Sacramento is having a renaissance. There's just no other word for it. We've had a tremendous amount of growth, especially in the past 5 to 7 years. I'd say it's changed tremendously. In 2019, we were the second largest growing city in California, and we're actually the 6th largest city in California altogether, and the 37th largest city in the United States. And we have a population of a little over 521,000 as of 2020. And so it's a great time to come here. It's like comparing Sacramento to that little gawky kid in high school that once you saw him 10 years later, it's like, whoa, what happened to you? We've definitely come into our own, and we have so many new restaurants, new developments, cafes, bars, different areas of Sacramento are being revitalized and are coming the it spot to buy a house. I mean, Midtown isn't at all, is one of the hottest spots right now, but it didn't used to be like that. Midtown used to be pretty grungy and run down for a long time, and it was a ton of rentals. So people are now coming in, living there and making it their own and sprucing up the neighborhood. And it's just great to see. With that follows businesses, and we're definitely transitioning. Also, like the R Street corridor that used to just be a creamery, there wasn't that whole area with bars and restaurants now. It's created such a walkability and such a destination spot for Sacramento, and has brought much more of a nightlife scene to Sacramento. I mean, back in the day, we were referred to as the cow town, literally, and people from the Bay Area would, look down on us a little bit. But now all those Bay Area folks are coming here. So, the tables have turned, and Sacramento is coming on up, and it would be great for you to come to Sacramento while we're going through this transition and be part of it. Number 2. We have the best of both. So what I mean by that is we are a metropolitan city, but we also have this really great small town vibe in Sacramento. And it's a little yin and yang, and I really like that, especially coming from Los Angeles. Everything's so hectic, and Sacramento, it's easy to get around. The traffic's become a little more, but it's still not too congested, and it's really easy to get around. There's plenty of parking. People are nice here, which you can find in a small town. People know each other, or you have connections, someone who knows someone, which is really nice and makes it not intimidating. But yet at the same time, being a metropolitan city, we have lots to do, so you won't get bored. So I think it's the perfect balance in Sacramento. Number 3, affordability and desirability. Another great yin and yang. And Sacramento has a lot of that. Really, it's a happy medium between the two when you're looking for a place to live, at least for me. As I got older, I wanted to have a little more bang for my buck. That was more important, and your priorities begin to shift. And that's why I think we see a lot of people moving here in their 30s when they want to settle down and have a family. We have a tremendous influx of people moving from the Bay Area and Southern California in their 30s. And when they've already done all the bar hopping and so forth, and they found a person, they want to come here and get more for their money, and I can't blame them. You can get a medium price point home for $330,000 in Sacramento. That's the average price point. Obviously, it varies tremendously depending on location, but the average is $330. So you can get a lot of bang for your buck here and still have things to do. You also are close to places, like the location is amazing. You're close to Lake Tahoe, not far from Los Angeles. I just drove to Palm Springs the other day. So the location is great. You can make your money in Sacramento, and then you have extra cash to go afford to travel or do what other things you love. So at the end of the day, Sacramento has that perfect yin and yang where you have a great quality of lifestyle. Number 4, Sacramento has less competition. And I'm sure people watching this video from bigger cities will definitely understand, when I lived in Los Angeles, it was very dog-eat-dog. The competition was really heavy for jobs and could be super frustrating. And in Sacramento, it's a place with less competition and room for you to grow in your career, and be a bigger fish in a smaller pond. But I think especially if you're an entrepreneur and have ideas of opening up a business or doing something, there's going to be less competition. The city will welcome you with open arms. People will appreciate your business, and your talents will be recognized here more so than in a bigger city, and will be appreciative because there's probably not going to be 10 of that business in Sacramento. And so you will have a lot more traffic, a lot more money, and a better quality of life. So all these things circle back around to better quality of life in Sacramento. Number 5, the Golden One Center. Before the Golden One Center was built, people were, on the fence about it. There were a lot of mixed feelings about whether it should be built or not, but it has become, the changing landscape of downtown and has revitalized downtown and brought so much new life to it, new development, new business. It's done tremendous things for Sacramento's economy and just brought an overall sense of civic pride. To know now that Sacramento has one of the best sporting arenas in the country, and will be more of an attraction for people to come here, check out sport events. Before, we were driving way out to Timbuktu to go to a sporting game, and now it's in our downtown where it should be. The capital should have something so great as Golden One Center, and it really has brought civic pride to Sacramento and made us not just that old cow town. So thank you to the Golden One Center. Sacramento is on the come up. Number 6, farm to fork. So Sacramento is the farm to fork capital. At least that's what we call ourselves, because the region is a mecca for agriculture. We have a ton of farmers here. They're just right in our own backyard, and you can go to the local farmers market on the weekend and have the best fresh produce, as well as in the restaurants, always fresh food. And it's great to live, a nice, healthy lifestyle and have that at your disposal. Number 7, the craft brew scene. So Sacramento has a booming craft beer scene. In fact, it's becoming one of our niches, I would say, and we're one of the top cities in California that has the biggest brewery scene. In fact, right now we have about 72 local craft breweries, and it's just a great, spot to hang out, even if you aren't into beer. A lot of them are family friendly, or you can bring the dog. And with our perfect weather, it's an awesome thing to do in the summer. But we also have a week dedicated to beer, so we are serious about our IPAs and lagers. But not to mention, you gotta try this, the Sacramento Brew Bike. We have activities based around beer, or a brew boat too. And these niche activities have become quite popular in Sacramento, so add it to your bucket list. Number 8, the Vino. Sacramento is centrally located, so all these great spots are just a little short drive away, and it's such a fun thing to do for a weekend, great thing to do with groups of people, to experience the best of the best. You're right by Napa, Amador, as well as the Delta. All these places offer top quality wine, and definitely add it to your bucket list in Sacramento. Number 9, great for those who like to lead an active lifestyle. Sacramento has so much to do as far as outdoor activities. The possibilities are endless. Nature is within the city and permeates the region. We have 2 big rivers, the Sacramento and the American River, so water activities and sports are really popular. In fact, I like to say you're either a boater or a biker in Sacramento because it caters to both activities, and we have the Folsom Lake as well. So during the summertime, these places are packed and people are having fun in the outdoors. Also, there's lots of hikes. We're close to the foothills, so if you're a mountain bike rider, it's a perfect spot to get that nice terrain. You know, everything is just a short car drive away, or you could be, a lot of houses are right up to the river. So easy to lead an active lifestyle here in Sacramento. You have no excuses. Number 10, the trees. In fact, Sacramento used to be nicknamed the City of Trees before we became Farm to Fork. But you'll notice it immediately when you come to Sacramento. The trees are everywhere. They canopy the streets. Many neighborhoods look so dreamy because of the canopied trees. And it's really been our claim to fame here. But recently, a professor out of MIT did a major research project seeing where the most greenery was in the United States and globally. And Sacramento really proved true to its name. We were #1 in the nation for the greenest space, the greenest city, and #3 globally after Vancouver and Singapore. So I think that's an awesome thing to note about Sacramento, and trees are always calming and beautiful. So come to Sacramento and check them out. All right, guys, so those were my top 10 things about Sacramento that I think you should know. I mean, there's so many things about Sacramento I'd love to share. If you have any questions, please put them down below. I'd love to help you. And once again, I'm a local realtor. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna be doing more videos each week about Sacramento.